Hey there, welcome back. What's behind me, you ask? Well, it's a 1956 Ford F100 that Baby Cakes just had to have. He just had to bring her home. I just have to save her, please. Me being the wife that I am, sure, honey, load her up. Let's bring her home. Sure, no problem, whatever makes you happy. Well, ladies, you might want to narrow that down just a little bit. Put some fine print of what you can and cannot bring home and have some standards, because wide open means anything. They'll bring anything home. So, in this week's video, he wants to try to see if he can get it running. That's fine. That's cool. I'll support that. But this one comes with a little bit of a challenge, because we found out that this was some guy's race truck back in the day. And it's got a 265 Chevy motor in it. So when you decode that on the internet, it ends up being a Corvette motor. And anybody that's been following the channel knows that my baby and Chevy's, it's a little bit of a boxing match, okay?
What are you doing out there, kid? You're getting crushed.
They challenge him to the max. But he doesn't give up easy. He does try very hard. He's very determined. And he's just willing to do whatever it takes to get him to run. Whatever it takes to save him. So that's what we're going to try to do this week. He's really, really excited about this one. Me, not so much. Not so much at all. So grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, chips, whatever. Sit back and enjoy, because this is going to be one heck of a bumpy ride.
Well, guys, you know how it is. You know, you're bored, you're laying in bed at night, and you're on your phone, and you're looking at pictures of junk for sale. You start wondering if maybe I could swing it. Maybe I could probably go get that one. It ain't that far away. It's only 2 hours away. Yeah, that's pretty much the story of why we're here today in Romney, West Virginia. 1956 Ford F100, killer deal, small block Chevy. It's somebody's old hot rod for next to nothing. I mean, what am I supposed to say? I don't know how to explain it to my wife that we're bringing more junk home, but honey, we're bringing more junk home.
You still have a place in the truck, Wolf. You're still safe.
Yeah, I can still sleep in the truck if I need to, so. I don't know how it looks where y'all's at, but it's looking like rain here. And we got trees to cut down and everything and get this thing out of here. So we're going to get busy and enjoy the spectacle.
shall we talk in private?
It's probably the junkest thing I've ever paid money for.
We're talking private then. Cut. Well, let's go see the little mess he just caused and the little ruckus he stirred up. Ugh. Nothing like, looks like a bit of burnout in the dirt. Oh, someone's watering the grass over there? Jeez. A whole little indent from the bumper. I mean, that's a part of history now. Nobody will ever know that was from a Ford F100. What did you find, girl? You're inspecting over there and sniffing. Any carcasses?
You're picking at it.
It's got rust holes clear up here.
That's just a little paint.
Well, guys, I never thought this day would come. There's finally a 56 F100 in our garage. Who'd have thunk it? I don't remember what all we covered in the video in the woods when we drug it up out of there. So we'll just do a walk around here and recap what we've probably already seen and said. But I guess you start up here.
You went straight for the goods, didn't you?
Right into the goods. This thing has a small block Chevrolet, obviously. We looked up the block numbers on the back, and it turns out this thing is a 1956 Corvette 265. All right, Corvette powered 56 Ford. Total turd. I mean, like 160 horsepower. It probably had more power. Whatever came out of it would probably blow this thing clear away. But it's cool, right? As far as I can tell, they coupled to the stock 56 Ford gear shifter transmission thing. I don't believe there's one usable panel on this truck. Not one that I can see. Maybe this thing. This might be all right. Hood shot, grill shot, valance shot, fenders are shot, doors are shot, cab shot, the bed shot, tailgate shot, frames junk. But I don't care, it's 56 Ford and I want it, okay? I don't know, maybe we could name it the clapper. Because the doors kind of clap at you when the wind blows. I could care less.
That's aerodynamics.
This thing is awesome. I mean, the story I got, it was somebody's hot rod back in the day. I don't know whose or why, what they were thinking, but it was something pretty cool back in the day, I'm thinking. Looks like it had dual exhaust on it. As near as I can tell, it's got an old Studebaker rear end in it. I think it's Studebaker. I don't know. I had an old Studebaker once that had the, the lugs that screw in instead of the lug nuts. It had like bolts holding the rear end on. And it was like a front load pumpkin type. It's hard to see through the bed floor at the rear end, but if you look really hard, you can see the rear end down in there. Little remnant of the dual exhaust. Man there from my own heart, got a little hose clamp on there holding it together. Frame is wasted. Bed floor non-existent. But hey, the outer shell looks like 56 Ford, and that's good enough for me. Somebody apparently messed with the bull and got the horn over here. Tires they probably got a couple more miles left on them. Maybe not. I think that one blew up in my face when I tried to, or was it that one?
Not real sure. You've had it happen a couple times.
I just about took one to the face with this truck. We got a couple pieces of usable glass in it, and front bumper looked pretty straight. Back bumper is obviously homemade. Tailgate won't hold itself shut. There's no hardware on it.
Yeah, this has got a strong bumper.
It does.
And a little ball hitch.
It does. It's got a little bit of moss growing out of here and a little bit of rot me out, a little bit here. But not so bad. A fella could probably use this bedside if he really needed to. More of the same on this side. Cab's pretty bad up in here. Yeah, you could slip your billfold through there if you had to. And drip rail's pretty much gone. A little rubber on the windshield. It might leak, might not. But the glass looks good. Hood totally, completely shot. Guys, I know you're looking at this thing in disgust, but I'm just proud as peacock. I've wanted a 56 Ford for as long as I can remember. Let's see what we got up in here. Oh, flip-flops, honey.
They're not my size. Shucks.
Shucks, no, I'm a clamping.
The smell is surprisingly neutral in here. I don't know, it's like there's no smell at all, if you can believe that. I mean, you might look at that flip-flop there and think it's got a stink in there with that flip-flop, but it really doesn't.
It does have toe impressions.
I don't know how common it is, but it has a radio in it. It looks factory. It does have one option that I'm sure nobody's ever seen. Explain to me this gear shifter, guys. Why is it on this side instead of over here where it belongs? Has anybody ever seen that? I mean, is that something cool that people did back in the day? Or did the engine swap make it necessary to put this over here? Let's just clutching the brake. Ooh, what's that sound? What's that sound? Dinosaur. What was that? Did you hear that?
I heard it, but I wasn't the one sitting in it, so I didn't run as fast.
Man. You know, back in the day, some cool dude that did a engine swap hot rodded this thing, and he looked out that mirror and he pushed them pedals and he shifted these gears. This was somebody's pride and joy one day, guys, and it's just, I don't know. I just feel honored to be like the guy that gets it running again. You know what I mean?
Okay, good luck with that.
Because somebody thought highly of this thing. Well, I guess we probably ought to clean this out if I'm going to want to be sitting in it, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hope to find some documentation or registration or something. There's a lot of junk in here, but most of it's a headliner fell down.
Who needs that?
Huh?
I said, who needs that?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What we got here? Oh, I know what that is. It's one of these. That goes there. That's a keeper. Put that on the rotted bed floor. Oh, here we go. Check this out.
Pretty sure if you drive around, you're gonna lose that. What?
Got the front shackles. Disconnecto.
Nice.
Yeah, that would raise this thing up pretty nicely if we hook that back up. We'll put that on the list
Maybe
of
put
things
some air
to
in
do.
the tires, though. That might help too.
Well, we got more headliner. A Pabst Blue Ribbon. Is that signature Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Nope. Established in Milwaukee. Look at that, guys.
I think you should throw this back.
I mean, that's been around for quite a while right there. I don't know what that is, but looks like farm tractor maybe. I don't know. But it's copper. I mean, it'll buy us camp up someday. The other flip-flop, look at that.
Matching sets.
Hold your foot up here, honey. Let me see if it'll fit you. Just kidding. You have some toenail fungus after putting that on. Old school thrush glass pack. She's a straight through performance version. Told you, man, this is a race truck. This is Hot Rod 101 here. There we get some meat and taters. It's an old GM
Fuel pump.
fuel pumpy. Might have been on somebody's Corvette one day. You know? That's the battery cover for down there on the floor. Looks like to be in half decent shape.
I bet that's for like $300-400 on eBay.
Yeah.
It's got all the components.
Please don't be underwear. Please don't be underwear. All right. We're already down to the floor mat.
I like how these seats are made out of the same material. Looks like the outside lawn chairs are made out of.
Yeah.
Stuff that's waterproof that cracks so easy. Jeez.
They quit making stuff cool back then, you know? Things aren't cool anymore. Old coil. Don't know if it's 6 volt or 12 volt, but she's old. Oh, look. There's a sun visor. Let me put that on right now. Come on now. Well, yep, way to ruin that. Chevrolet water pump. All greasy, so I'm guessing it's like brand new.
You probably have the only truck in the world, honey, that doesn't have mud flaps. It's got door flaps.
Yeah. Factory door flaps.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Score. What side's that?
Dang on. It's got to be the driver's
That's the
side.
only one's missing, huh?
Oh yeah. I thought I seen one.
Look at that. Sears 6.7 on that belt.
Dang, is that tiny?
Somebody got that on their Sears charge card. You know, that was the thing back then. Put everything on your Sears card. What is it? Check that out. That's the old school oil can. You just ram the thing in there, and, you know.
Is that plastic or cardboard?
It's plastic. It's like a mid thing. It's not the old paper one, but it's not the new twist off one. It's somewhere in between.
Look at that. There's another one.
She must have been an old guzzler.
Golf Pride Premium 10W30 weight. What we doing? Now we got a set. Oh, we can start putting flowers in them, clean them up, and serve them for everybody for Christmas.
Yeah. Yep. If it's free, it's a gift from me, you know.
Heck yeah. A little fancy pickle jar. Oh, got another fuel pump. Oh, guys, I'm going to swipe those.
What else you got?
Nothing.
Do you dare put your face underneath the
I love
seat?
the petals. I can't stop looking at the petals. I've never seen petals like that. They look like freaking flowers.
Oh, look.
What?
There's another visor. Oh, check that out.
Hey, there's something else under there. Looks like another visor.
Really?
Yeah.
This thing did not come factory equipped with a visor, but it did have the knockout where you just knock that out, pre-drilled little holes. You just put that baby right up on there. You just entered the land of custom deluxe when you put two visors on one of these old things. You see there's another visor down here?
Yeah. I was looking for carcasses and I didn't see any, so I saw that one in the back by that pine cone.
Reach back there. Something's going to come out of that seat and grab my hand if I reach in there. I know it. In and out, in and out. That's another card. That thing's in pretty decent shape.
Well, I think the 58 ain't got none, does it?
You're not taking my parts for 58. I mean,
Come on, now you got 3 of them. You only need 2. You can't have one for the driver.
what's in here? Who's in here? Hey, nothing in there.
That's a first for us.
Yeah, it's a first. A little hole there. Something was crawling up in there.
Oh, look, he's got a doorknob.
Yep. Again, it's not going on the 58. I know you're missing one.
I know.
Hey, check this heater out.
I bet you it's like $30 for one of those. Oh, that's cute.
It's old school.
Looks like a radio.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. What is that thing?
That is the vent. And it feels like it works.
Oh, that's wild. Looks like a hood scoop. You just got like turbo under there.
That's max AC right there.
You got supercharge under there.
Overall, this dash is pretty nice.
Oh, I can see all that. That's nice.
The windshield rubber did not pass the tough test. Hanging out there.
Well, now you're really going to have some leaks. Oh, man, you got a nice mirror and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
That's clean.
Look how cool that seat was at one time.
That's 6 on my list.
Can you imagine? That was pretty cool. Wonder if we should take a blade and cut this stuff here off so we can check out the original seat and it's all of its glory.
Sure.
All right. What's that, a ragu jar there? What's going on there?
Oh, I got a hole going on. I got a hole. It's like... Oh, that's so neat. Yeah, I got a like pickle jar like looking thing.
What do you see? What do we got?
Ragu.
Ha! Nailed it.
Hey, look, you can keep your bolts in there.
What's behind the seat? What's in that?
Ew, I don't know. I just not seen it. Is that spit? Is that someone's spit jar?
Somebody's Copenhagen spitter back in the day.
Oh, nice.
We got some more headliner back here.
Why don't you open that up and smell it?
I will not.
Come
Open it
on.
and smell it.
I ask you first.
Triple dare.
No, I ask you first.
Okay, let me have it.
It's gonna be like one of those people that farted in a jar and covered it up. Gotta do it.
What if it's moonshine?
But it probably really does stink. Come on. No, 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 that's cheating. You know,
It's got a vegetable oil smell or something to it. Doesn't smell like anything bad. You want to try it?
Well, that's not as fun. No, because I think you'd be teasing.
No, I'm a good guy. I would never.
Well, I know that. Don't really have a smell.
Yeah, it's just
Normal. Well, that's not as funny.
boring is what it is. Boring.
Now I gotta beat him to the next one.
Please be a $100 bill in here somewhere. Even a 5. I'll take a 5.
Now, you know they dug holes in the ground, made some jars and did that. They can hide in their truck
If I had a cool truck like this is where I'd hide my booty.
until your grandkids start
Booty?
born it.
Is booty the name of it? Booty? I don't know.
Come on, honey, like you got a present going on.
Yeah.
Unwrap that
I gotta
baby.
get that out of here now.
Yeah.
It looks exactly the same as before I started.
Oh, let's just get ready. Dang. Oh. Well, I got a lot of floaties. I got a lot of floaties.
Hey, you read the comments. People get upset when you start ripping on these old things. Say I'm not treating it right and stuff. Equal rights, you know? Man,
Trucks' lives matter too, honey.
they do.
They do.
Hey,
That's why we're trying to clean them up and save them.
I'm the guy that went 2 hours, cut down trees, drug it home,
Risk your life, your
risked my
health.
life and limb, like staph infection, syphilis, everything could be in here. I should be able to rip the fabric on the aftermarket seat cover if I wanna, okay? All right.
When it's over.
I don't know what that is I'm breathing, but can't be good. Is that a sock?
It looks like a sock, but it also looks like dirty underwear.
Okay, let's see what kind of floor we got underneath here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at them vermins. Look at them all.
Oh my gosh.
Is them ants?
I hope they're not roaches or anything.
Okay, let me take care of that right now.
You go, honey. Like a battle of forces of evil right now.
I'll be your protector, honey.
Oh, you stink. We're both gonna be breathing like later.
We'll both have the iron lung by the time we're 80. You gotta roll it up like a hoagie, pull it out, you know?
Yeah. You're dropping all the goods on the floor.
Like a taco, like a burrito, you know? All right, guys, that's what we're left with. The floors, I've seen worse floors. I don't remember when. But
Couple videos
a
ago.
couple videos ago in a 58 maybe. It's not a total train wreck in here. I mean, it's partial train wreck. This is like really a train wreck, but anyway, nobody's gonna fall down through the floor and get ran over, you know? That's all I'm saying. I can't wait to put some shine juice up on that dash and maybe a little bit on that seat there. See what we're left with. But it's not what we're here for, everybody. We want to know if it'll run or not, right?
I think that's $1 million question.
We brought this thing home a couple weeks ago, and I thought I would be prudent. I think that's the word. And I put some white vinegar down in the cylinders to maybe try to loosen it up, because he's froze up tight, guys. I tried to turn that there fan, and it just wasn't having it. I'm going to pull these plugs out and maybe try to get a gawk down in there. I just wound these plugs in my hand, keep stink bugs out of there. Not that they'd probably want to go in there with a bunch of vinegar in there, but who knows? One might be an alcoholic, you know? Somebody did the Craigslist rebuild way back before Craigslist was even invented. I mean, there's red paint here. Got some on the hose here. They didn't care to mask anything off, by golly. They just shot her. A little bit of red paint on there.
That's precise production.
I could have sat down and drank Mountain Dew with this guy. Don't be getting too funky on me. You're going right back in there. You got work to do. I ain't spending no money buying no more. J12Y. It's not a resistor plug, so you know how those go when you're driving down the road listening to radio and they're going. It's a trademark of them. All right. Let me see if I can locate. Ooh, that's ugly. You see that?
Barely.
Oh no. I'm not liking the way this is looking. I'll tell you that right now. Man! Look at that stuff coming out of there, would you?
It's like you stuck it up a cow's butt. Way to go, honey. Way to go. Taste it, I dare you. I dare you.
I will not. I will not.
After the oil incident, you're kind of scared.
I will not accept that challenge. I'm done looking. I mean, just that little bit of looking just made me want to go home just now. My head barely fits underneath this hood, so I think we probably ought to get it off of there before I get tetanus in my ear or, you know, something.
About ready to yank her off?
Yeah, let's get it off of there.
Cool.
You know, this just takes me back somehow. In my vision, in my head, like we're in like an old wooden garage, you know, with a dirt floor, and some dude is putting his small block in his Ford, you know, probably got some Chubby Checker playing or some Elvis or, I mean, if you could just be a fly on the windshield, not the dead one that got smashed, but the other one. And just seeing what this thing's been through, it'd have been really cool. Like if I had a superpower, that's what I would use it for. To look back at these old things back in their heyday. Yeah.
She looks like she's been in the hayfield.
She's tight. She's tight, guys. Oh well. I guess that'd be a strong no. Well, we'll be taking this back to AutoZone for a warranty claim.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing about these early Chevy V8s is they don't have a bolt on the balancer in the front. There's no way to get a hold of a bolt to turn it over, you know. So we're gonna have to get creative here. I don't know how to like hoss down on this thing to try to get it to turn. Maybe we'll get underneath it and crank on the flywheel. I'm thinking maybe might take this fan off of here, and so I don't lose a digit when I'm trying to, you know, crank on the front of this thing.
Yeah.
Ain't no easy way to be had to get a hold of that front pulley and try to turn it over. There's no bolts in it. It's like riveted onto the balancer, and there's no center bolt in it. It's just pressed on. So I guess I'll go underneath there and try to pry on the flywheel a little bit. Pretty sure I'll come up out of there disappointed as usual. But right now it looks like the easiest option, unless I try to weld something to that pulley and destroy it. Don't really want to do that. So here we go, down in the hole. Alright. Okay, I can see the flywheel. Looks like the teeth are still pretty much all there. They don't look good though. They don't look real good. But should be strong enough to maybe pry on a little bit. Guess we'll give her a little tug here and see what happens. Oh, it's moving. Oh, honey, it's moving. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
It ain't
Surprising.
moving easy. Oh. Well, would you look at it? Oh, something's water. Something's spitting all over me. It's in my eye.
In the face! In the face!
That's got to be infectious, whatever it is. Coming out of them cylinders. You see that crap in there?
Yeah.
It's moving now. It ain't moving easy, but it's moving. I wish this thing had brakes on it. We just drag it around the block and just dump the clutch, and that would get her unlocked in a hurry.
Reinforcement.
Here's your daddy, baby.
I tell you the same thing every time you ask me.
I know this engine's pristine and clean inside. So I wouldn't want to get none of this stuff in there. Oh yeah, spotless inside, I tell you. Spotless. I'd say that one's stuck right there. What do you think, honey?
It's the only noisemaker we got so far, so I'm gonna go with, you're right.
Yeah, this is pushed down, and we've got some slack in here. And it's not coming back up by itself, so I'll probably back this one off, beat on that a little bit. Looks like they dumped Krispy Kreme donut sauce stuff in there, don't it? It's all glazed donut looking in there.
That's not even a good comparison at all. How'd that bird poop do on the fender? We're inside.
Bottomed that baby clean out, and it's not coming back up. Oh, here she came back up, guys. See that?
Doctor operation.
I have to say it's free.
It's like someone's gonna get a spring in the eyeball.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and hopefully that's all it is. I mean, it could be a wrist pin froze up. Could just be dirty cylinder bores, but like it was kind of loose, and then it'll get tighter, 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 tighter. You know, It wasn't like it hit a ledge, like a ridge or something in the cylinder.
Yeah.
Felt like it was coming up against a tight valve to me, but I'm no expert, so I think that one's stuck. That one, not so much.
Jingle all the way.
Yeah, that old boy there's stuck. Oh yeah. There she snapped shut that time. I doubt there's any valve seals left. Hopefully it's going down in there. If not, I just wasted $13 worth of crude oil there with them 2 squirts. Probably driving that valve right down through the top of the piston.
Hey, at least you're doing something, right?
Yeah, putting forth the effort, so that in that case I'm winning here.
Yeah.
I get to go home with a trophy at least. just for participation. Because I guess I'll turn it until it locks again, and then turn it back the other way until it locks. Then I'll check these valves and see if any of them's loose. Yes, sir. Oh, she's getting tight again. Oh, mercy. Oh. Okay, let me see what these valves are saying now. Must just be junk in the cylinders, huh? Probably should check the oil pan for like holes out through the side of the motor. Maybe it's got a rod busted in half and maybe it's blew it up, you know? Could be. That'd have galled her up. I haven't seen the chunks of clutch anywhere. I haven't seen no holes out through the side of the block either. Well, everybody, it's another day. Same misery, different day. We been prying on this thing and we've been like trying to turn the back wheels. We've done all the tricks in the book. This is a brand new one. You're going to want to write this one down. What we've done is we got the porta power up again, a clutch pressure plate bolt up again the frame, and we're jacking the motor around. We got it to budge a little bit. What it was doing was going like 20 or 30 degrees in a circle, and then it would just quit, you know, and it would just go about this far in each direction. We're going to put some extreme pressure on her now, and I can't wait to hear stuff breaking and snapping inside. That way I can go home and just drag this out and just call the junk man to come and get it.
Oh, look at all the stuff right on the edge of this spark plug hole. Let me get a screwdriver and clean that out first.
Somebody eating cream chicken biscuits.
Looks like me after talking about.
Okay, Tuesday.
All right, old man, what are you thinking under here?
Well, I'm thinking after 2 days of pry bars and porta powers that we maybe have a look at that oil, see if there's any big chunks of metal or anything coming out of it.
All right. What?
I see some water. Man. That's like one of them days when you just pull cardboard out of the middle of toilet paper, you know, just use the whole roll. That doesn't.
Oh, man.
There we go. See there? Well, it appears that laying on your back and trying to turn the engine for 3 days got us absolutely nowhere. So we're going to tear this top end off of here and face the bitter music that this engine is totally destroyed inside. Let's see what's underneath door number 1 here. If I can be so lucky as to get her off of there. Get it off of there. Look at this.
Oh, I'm excited.
Look at the funk, would you? I mean, funky.
It's like peanut butter again all over.
Oh man, it's a stink. I mean, not a little bit. It stinks a lot.
Oh my! You thought your side was bad. Wow.
It looks like the drains in like a restaurant or something. Look at that.
Is that supposed to be in the motor?
I wonder if I was like compressing this.
Baby poop.
Is that supposed to be in the motor?
That's edible. Jeez. Look at the funk. Would you?
Look at the cylinder rotted out at the top.
Where?
I mean, at the top up there.
That sucker's pristine.
Right here.
No,
maybe not.
Look at that.
Maybe not.
That's going to clean up right nice. Telling you. But I will say one thing. There's nothing here that's keeping it from turning over.
I would really like to entertain the thought of seeing what's in that bottom end.
Sure does tickle my fancy having this clean cardboard to lay on. Oh, mercy.
What about the clean cardboard?
Somebody help me. Somebody. Anybody.
No!
How's this come out? do I do with this now?
Take the pickup tube off and slide it out the front, probably. Most likely.
Oh, pickup tube just fell right off.
Did it? Ah, no! What is going on under here? Look at that! What is that? What in the world? Oh!
Looks like it's from the Blob movie.
Yummy.
Disgusting. Wait till you see this.
Look at that. Look what I can do, honey.
Still playing in mud.
We not.
I'm laying right on my hand.
I go hungry.
I guess we need a 9/16 socket, fella.
Do you want to knock the mains loose first, or do you want to knock?
I better knock them rods loose.
Okay.
You got that stuff on your face. I do know that.
You gotta live it, bud. You can't just spectate. You gotta be part of the action.
There's so much stuff going on here right now.
And if you're the clean guy, you're not getting the action that the other guy is.
You didn't want the big Ugga Dugga?
Well,
the
I
extension?
mean, I didn't want to have to dig a hole in the concrete to get it in there. Yeah. Well, found it. There it is, guys. This Pistone, I had to beat out with a sledgehammer for whatever reason. She was stuck in there pretty good. I think that like condensation got behind the rings and expanded them and made her tight. Took a little doing, but we got her out, and well, now we're paying the price. I don't know if you can see the little bit of offset rinky-dinky from, you know, that kind of stuff. So we got her totally freed up, but now we're stuck with a piston and rod. It's pretty much unusable. I think we're going to take it over in a vise and resize it manually, if you know what I mean. If anybody out there gets their feelings hurt by like vehicular abuse, you might not want to watch what we've got coming for this thing. All right, well, appears that I was beaten on this here side here, trying to get that thing on up out of there. It left me in a pickle. See it? I mean, the gap and the like thing. So I'm guessing this end's bent that way, you know? If I take this thing and I try not to bend this side, maybe if I like put it there and just some of that, maybe I'll just put it here and just wail on it, you know? What do you think, bud?
Hammer time.
Yeah, grab a hammer. I thought you had a hammer. Where's the hammer?
I forgot that one.
Looks like you're gonna do it
I've
yourself.
got all day, you know? I just sit here and wait, I guess. Probably bust a skirt on this. What am I supposed to do with that?
You said the biggest
Yeah,
hammer
you
you
don't. I don't remember saying that.
Ooh, I think you made it small.
I did. It's way too small now. Now what do I do?
What you did to get it that big?
Oh well, I just do some of this. Put it on the old resizer.
I wouldn't do that. You're gonna.
Did it work?
It's getting pretty close. Do I have to say I don't recommend people doing this kind of stuff, you know?
You probably should. We probably should put a little like letters across the bottom, P.S.
Claimer.
Just in case.
Claimer. We're just doing it to make a run. Not correct at all.
That is only like 19 thousandths out of whack.
So get the grinder.
Yeah, so no, he needs a grinder. I got precision right here, bud. You don't want to go too far. I mean, you want to just right, you know? hammer won't hurt. It's like putting 150 shot on it or something. You know what I mean? It's all relative. Don't let it bother you. Shoot. I'm ready to bolt her together. We got a couple nicks in there from like a hammer. So we'll get them. No, I wasn't swinging that thing underneath there. I promise you that. Get these nicks out. Get that out of the way. Kids, don't let your parents do this stuff at home, okay? Nick's garage would have said we took a couple thou out of it, which we did, a couple hundred thou probably. Any machinists out there watching, if I'm doing anything wrong, let us know. So we'll know better to do next time. Never mind those threads there. You got a big impact, take care of that. Seriously, bud, that's going to knock the skirt right off of this. Okay. Gotta get the angle of the dangle right when you're doing your thing, you know, because you don't want to hit that. You gotta show some body language, you know? Take pride in what you do around here.
Does that count?
Pride.
Take pride in that.
What bent rod? Where? I don't see one. Look at that. It's perfect.
Wonder how tight that's going to be on the crank now.
Well, extremely tight, but
Wonder if it's going to turn over.
probably not. But hey, if it don't work, we'll just rip it apart and we'll do it again. Because that's what we do here.
I think if it doesn't work and it's too tight, we should just not put it back
We
in.
do it nice because we do it twice.
I think if it doesn't work, we should just leave that piston out of there completely.
If this thing locks it back up, it's getting driven out, and it will be a 7-cylinder Corvette engine in that truck. All right, in with the problem child. We bent the busted, bent up rod back into place and got the cap to fit. Guaranteed to spin a bearing within the first 5 revolutions. This thing seized up because it seems like the upper ring, which you can't see, like stuff got behind it. And I tried to get it out to clean it and busted the ring. So there's an oil ring and one compression ring. Spoiler alert, she's going to smoke a little bit when it fires up. So we're not putting no money in it. We're just not doing it, you know.
Who doesn't smoke nowadays, right?
Yeah, we did buy gaskets, and I cried whenever I placed the order, but we're going to put gaskets in it, and that's about all the money it's going to get spent on it. So, new set of rings ain't in the budget. This is pretty much all it's holding us from putting this thing back together. Hopefully, it'll turn over now. That's tight. Pretty sure I'm hitting the crank. Better rectify that right now. It's up to you. Doesn't matter to me.
You ready?
You want to tap her in there easy, sweet mama?
Yeah.
Ow! The heck?
You said
I'm serious about it. Easy.
Oh, you said
My hand
tap.
was in there holding the bearing in. Holy cow.
You said tap it in. It didn't go that easy last time. Last time we had to beat it with a hammer.
Okay.
My bad.
Can you call the doctor? I need a thumb replacement. All right, then. Thank you, honey.
No problem.
I got her from here now.
Okay.
Dirty tools on a dirty floor. Dirty nut goes in. Rebuilt engine. Not rebuilt. Reworked. I do her nice because I do her twice. Okay. Let's cross thread her for sure. How lucky you feeling, honey? She gonna spin her over now?
80%.
After days and days of strenuous torture. So what we got here? It ain't happy about it, but it's turning over.
Plays its own music, huh?
Starter don't sound good. I don't suppose it would, but hopefully it'll hang in there long enough till we get her to fire. Think it will?
Yeah.
Because I ain't beyond putting set tires on this thing and dragging it around the block to try to get it running. Tell you that right now.
That plan B.
Well, I reckon I should put an oil pan on it.
Get her all buttoned up and get some clothes and stuff on her.
Look at that stuff, would ya?
It's like you're baking a cake.
I don't know where to start. How do I get this out of here? Look what we can do.
Well, you better break out the air freshener because it still stinks. Well, that spit shined.
Clean it is not, but it's cleaner than it's been the last 30 years or so. So I do feel good about that. Clean enough for who it's for.
I see the bottom of it. It's way better than it was.
Now I've got to address this thing here. What do I do? I guess I'm gonna have to try to arc a weld on that to try to keep her from falling off there, huh?
We are sure it's in the right spot, right?
Sure hope so. There's a spring for this thing somewhere. I thought it was down in that crude. Inside of this oil filter cup here kind of looks like the bottom of the oil pan. Try to get some of this filth out of here. Yummy!
Yummy!
Can you say non-detergent? Looks like our cheapest gasket set on the internet has a little deficiency on the oil pan gasket here. Alright, this wee little bit's going to seal it. So I'm going to take the best RTV known to man. I don't want to put her in there and just goob her up. Look what I can do, honey.
You can ice
See
the
that?
cake.
That'll not be a mess at all.
You're playing with it.
Yeah. The front and back rubber seals on this oil pan gasket are still stuck up in there. They're like taking her easy, hibernating. I think I'm just going to smear some of this on there and just reuse them, and they can get down with the ship. You know what I mean? They've been there that long. Who am I to throw them out? Pretty sure none of that will be on there by the time I get it up there in place. But better put an oil pump on it first. Ain't much good without it. Smeared a little bit of thin layer in there and got it where I'm not supposed to, but I'm gonna call it good. I guess it goes up in here somehow, like that. Arm's already hurting. Got all that work done. That's perfectly torqued.
Every time I grab a piece of this truck, it just comes off. Like it just breaks.
It's like,
There's like nothing.
I would say it's like a cookie, but it's really not. It's more like, I mean, me and you speak in terms of Oreos, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not like an Oreo. It's more like an Oreo after you dunked it in your milk for too long. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it falls and makes a bunch of goo down in the bottom of your cup, you know?
Completely understand you now.
Yeah, you see where I'm coming from. All right, that's completely crooked. That's okay. It was a good guess. That's all that really matters. Oh, look at that. How satisfying is that with that just rolling right off of there?
Ew.
Yeah, let me keep my mouth open so it falls right in there, as usual. My eye. Stick it in there. I won't cry. The oil's not going to stay in the motor anyway. Why do I care? Blow a hole in the block. Connecting rod. Right above my eyes.
I love your elevator music.
Yep.
It's wonderful. Any request for some country in there?
I'm not just good looking, I'm entertaining too, you know?
I know. I'm glad I don't have to pay 5s and 10s no more for you.
Well, that's good enough. Not because it's good enough, but because I'm tired of doing it.
You show the one side who's boss, that's all you need. And honey, you're hurting me just looking at you laying like that.
Yeah, I'm a part-time contortionist, honey.
Looks like you do yoga class.
I'm doing the crouching tiger as I speak.
Yep.
Oh, sorry to stick your hand until it bled there with a screwdriver, honey.
That's all right. Well, it ain't my head.
Well, I guess we'll give these a brand new valve job here with this thing. Yeah, get you some.
I've been waiting for you to hit that part. My favorite.
Well, we got the mounting surfaces cleaned up. Got the heads thrown back on.
We'll even see them, Bubba.
Torque them down in the proper sequence.
Stop it.
Just kidding. I don't know what the sequence is. But, this is pretty much spotless too. Look at that. I got her. Attaboy.
Like it never happened.
Yep. All right then. Sticky valve gets the oil, you know. I guess we'll throw intake and valve covers on there.
Stop playing with it.
Great Wall of China. Gotta build it nice and high. I'll be. Check them old school Phillips head valve cover bolts out. Ain't that cool?
Looks like trouble later.
Yeah. I got hex headers put in there, but it's so retro that I got to put them back in, you know. Let's strip. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're going to cut her loose right there. It's been a long day. Everybody's tired.
Chevelle Ford.
Chevelle farted 13 times. It smells like death, and I can't take it anymore.
What you working on there, honey?
Try and get some manifolds on here to shoot all the blaze and fire down to the ground set out here towards my digits.
Oh, we get in there nice and deep, honey.
Yes, ma'am. Deeper the better. We're trying to do a will it run here, not a will it rebuild. We know it'll rebuild. That's why we didn't put new rings in it, new bearings, new oil pump, all that stuff. We're going to try to get it fired up on these old plugs. Check these babies out. I mean, they've been around the block a time or two. But we do have plugs in reserve in case these don't work, but we want to get it running with what we got, you know? New stuff ain't in the budget around here.
Live in motion.
Well, see, somebody gets paid by the hour around here.
Hey, I ain't take advantage of it. I'm going to take my time. What is that? I got one more to go. What are you doing just standing around?
Well, I'm just wishing you could do that the other way.
Share my tool.
The faster way.
Oh, come on, NASCAR.
Got all that work done.
Nah, you probably had two tight.
I had one tight.
That's cheating. Alrighty then. What'd you do?
Well, now, lack of maintenance over on this side. That's burnt about clear off. This one's busted clear off. And that one's about broke clean in half. So we got 1 out of 3, which ain't bad. Get the thread on, and I think we'll have to borrow one off a mystery motor over there in the corner.
I was just about to ask, who you taking that from?
Well, I think they're a Buick outside somewhere.
No.
Well, y'all missed the smoke show. I just tried to bench test this distributor, and when I did, the condenser started smoking and wires were burning, and I think we got a short somewhere. So probably better investigate that. I think these points are burnt clean up. Drug me out a small block Mopar set of points here, and I'm wondering if I can just somehow, you know. You think?
You know, perfect is everything, huh?
Hey, new ones just ain't in the budget, you know. Oh yeah. Oh no. Nope. Nope. Yep.
Wow.
Well,
She barbecued now.
I guess she ain't starting up today, honey. As luck would have it, Cousin Floyd bailed me out again, like he's been doing his whole life. We found a 1970s style small block Chevrolet point distributor. That'll fit in there. And we had the old Buick distributor we took out when we changed it to MSD. And I get to rob the cap off it. So we're good. This will bolt in, use the same type plug wire. Shoot. We're back in business, sweetheart. What do you think of that? You know what oil's cheaper than Rotella?
What?
Used oil.
Recycled?
Recycled. Good and clean.
Glad that's not going in my vehicle.
Ooh. 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 Suck it back. Other way. I don't think it works in reverse.
You're gonna make a mess.
Oh no.
Like a geyser.
What a mistake. You gotta put the crude in it, guys.
You can see why this one might have all its additives.
Not only is it good looking oil, it sounds good too.
Sounds like a nasty pig.
Oh, she's gonna love it. Hey, it's better than what came out of it, all right? Did you think when we met that I'd be like dumping a whole oil out of a 55-gallon drum?
No, especially I would probably want to sold you the cupcake that I'm like, she's gonna get abused.
Yeah. You'd have thought I had more sense than this, but hey, I'm broke. Yeah, you know.
This is what we've become.
It's one of my prouder moments here. I fabricated me a oil priming dipstick shaft hickey thing out of a piece of what is that? 1/4 inch round stock. I just took and smashed the end flat like a screwdriver, and then I welded a 9/16 socket to her, and voila.
Jeez.
Oh, hear that?
Is that you or the motor?
That's the motor.
Sounds just like you. Early in the morning. Maybe a little salty. You better knock it off.
What am I seeing here? Why is it 100-pound oil pressure?
Yeah, if I don't even have no color towards the top. There we go.
Like I could use this oil pressure line here for a water jet and cut steel with it if I had to. Something's got to be wrong here. That doesn't.
Maybe it's all the detergents and oils from all the other oils together.
See guys, just use waste oil and your oil pressure will increase like 3 times, threefold.
You think you're working for an oil rig company? I mean, just keep drilling for oil there.
Uh-huh.
Just keep it up.
Chevron's gonna be giving me a call. How'd you get all that oil pressure out of that thing?
You're a freaking genius.
I've been called many things. A genius? That's the first.
I'm coming from a retard, it's not that bad.
Sounds funny. It sounds like it has no compression.
It does, and I have no compression on my finger. It won't even blow my finger off. I'm just proud that there's no compression whatsoever in number 1 cylinder. Like you can't even feel it with your finger. I had a lot to do with that, so. Okay. Keep going down in there, fella. I mean, you'll get along just fine. Watch it not fit. What's the matter now? Why are you doing that?
Maybe the hole's dirty.
Oh, it's definitely dirty.
Yeah.
Okay. You can go on down in there. I guess I should have probably put distributor gasket in there. Think? Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
Well, all that work getting that in there, I think I'll just go ahead and rip it right back out then. Okay. Well, I'm gonna throw a bit of gas down in it and see if it'll even bark. I'm sure it won't with a complete and utter lack of compression, but well, it's yet another day. We left off somewhere around putting that distributor in and all the wires in it, and number 1's up, and it's either on or 180 out, one or the other. So we went in there and smashed the key switch open and got it key switch operator with the turning. And we measured and got us 12 volts out to this ballast resistor looking thing with the key on. And we turned it over and got no spark out of the coil wire. So I'm guessing that we need to do the flick on the points. Some famous guy's trademark patent thing. Does this distributor smell like feces? Or did Chevelle just leave a creeper?
Oh, poor girl.
Strong thunder, heavy rain. Thought I seen some spark there. Okay, keys on, we're all buttoned up. Let me see if we got any spark here now. It's not massive, but it's spark. I don't think it's spinning over fast enough to have any chance of firing, but dump a little bit of gas in it just to see if it does anything. And a little more gas in it.
It's Friday night, give her a few more.
Take that, you dirty rat. Yep. I feel the struggle already. $200 amp boil mode engaged. Here we go. Well now.
Starting to get mouthy.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna try some of that. I'd say we're 180, honey. What do you think?
I think it makes me want to back up further.
Okay. All right then. Turn that back on there.
She's gonna line up like the 4th of July. Get up.
Boy, that starter is not impressed.
It's about to give up.
I don't think that starter's gonna make it, honey.
Because she sounds like she's ready for a nap.
Well, we got fire out the coil and we got ether down the throat. So tell me why it ain't barking. You know, should do something, right? I doubt we burn a hole in that rotor button or burnt the tip of it off or anything. Let me try this here. Let me open this baby up and force feed it some of this. Tell me no now.
I guess she told you.
All right, well, we pulled the valve cover off, made sure we were on number 1 compression stroke, line number 1 up here on the cap. Now we pulled an old plug back out of the garbage. We'll see if it's getting any spark coming out of the plug wire. Sure is. Ain't much, but pretty sure a combination of low compression and turning over slow is it's going to be making it tough on us, you know. It ain't going to be easy. Yep. I know what the answer is. I'm not ready to pull that car just yet, you know. We're going to have to put tires and brakes on this thing. We're going to have to drag it around the mountainside in gear to try to get it to turn over fast enough to start. Yep, that's a couple more days' work. Great. You know, if it ain't firing on ether, it ain't firing.
What a piece of junk.
She just ain't got no compression. No compression.
The Spanish for she ain't got no respect. She ain't got no respect.
No respect for me whatsoever. I think the only chance we're ever going to have of this thing starting is maybe hooking up 24 volt or putting tires, brakes, cooling system, fuel system, everything on it and try to drag it around the mountain. And that's a lot of work. And I'm allergic to work, you know. All right, no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway, okay? In case anybody wondered, see if we can't blow up a battery.
I gave her some more oomph.
That'd be 24 volts right there. Spoiler alert, guys, 24 volts is our last hurrah, okay? I just got in it. We thought about dragging up the road, putting brakes, tires, everything on it. The clutch just froze solid in it. Like, let me demonstrate when I push on the clutch pedal.
Where's the light?
Show the audience what we got going on here, honey. It's just bending the clutch fork applicator thing and moving the motor everywhere. It's not disengaging the clutch. So, I love y'all dearly, but I don't think I want to rip that motor out and like beat on the clutch and stuff and all that.
I don't even know some of them.
Yeah, but yeah, so we're going to probably just crank it over on 24 volts until the starter flies apart, and if we're going to call it, that'd be a good time to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Demonstration. Maybe it'll listen if you choke it.
That's what it sounds like when there's no compression, and you got spark and no compression, and it just don't want to do anything you want it to. Cool. Let me try to plug it in a little further, see if that does anything.
You got some weird noise out here.
That'd be the starter screaming for mercy. I want to check for spark one more time, but I know we got it. I know we got it. Y'all watch there and see if we got anything.
Yeah, you got pretty good spark.
What do you think, honey? Did that starter cool down some?
Yeah.
I bet she's plenty piping hot right now.
Give her a little break, then come back, and then
What if
blow
we
it up.
hook her up to 24 volts and put 200 amps on the starter charger to it also?
One of those batteries is for the 58, mister.
Probably shoot into outer space. All right, we're going to let her cool down a minute. All right, I pulled one plug out, sprayed some ether in it, and I'm going to run it over just to see if it'll even say anything.
I know, but the starter is. And I don't think it's being nice to you. It's probably got some cuss words in there.
Starter says, oh no, 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 no.
Well, if it ain't going to fire that way, then what?
Well, you know what you need to do is take a compression test, but like I'm like telepathic. I know that the gauge, I can see it in my head saying 0 on every cylinder. That's why she ain't a firing. But hey, I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Let's see what it does now. Well, we got 25 pounds with the rockers plumb loose. That ain't enough, guys. It's just not enough. Oh, and that starter, that was with 24 volts just now, barely turning, so it's about had it. Well, on this one side here, I got a half of turn of preload on all of them. No preload at all on this one, it's only got 25 pounds, so. This is all just to show you all that I tried everything, you know. I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Give the big one.
She's gonna take a big old drink now. Well, here's the end of the starter.
Does that mean that's the end of the story?
I think that's the end of the story. I hate to admit defeat, guys, but who am I kidding? I'm defeated every day. You know, I'm victorious, but when it comes to this, I'm a loser, baby. You can see it wasn't from lack of trying. We did everything. We had the piston out of it. We had the oil pan off. We're on 2 starters, actually, when you come to think of it. So, I don't think it's worth putting any more money in. Do you guys? Would you? Probably not. You guys have any use for this, whatever you call this, hit us up in the comments.
Hey, at least we ain't getting stuck on the road this time.
Yeah, yeah. We would have been if we'd have hauled it out there somewhere and drug it around. It would have been along the road. There's just no comprencho to make the explodo, you know? But, all right then, till next time.
Well, let's just say I'm not the kind of wife to say I told you so. Sounds kind of mean, so I'm gonna leave that out. I'm not gonna say it at all. But turns out the Chevy gave him a run for his money and didn't cooperate at all. As you've seen, he tried. He used all the muscle power he could, and yeah, turning wrenches and dragging the flywheel and taking the pistons out, and it doesn't matter, guys. She ain't gonna fire up. She has no compression. She has nothing for us. Had spark, but she has nothing for us. She's not gonna run. So we're gonna have to call it quits for her. Now, baby's pretty determined. He doesn't give up that easily. I'll give him that. So you might see her in a next video. You might see her in, you know, a couple months from now. Who knows? Depends on how mad he is at her still. We appreciate you watching, and we hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.